Hi, I'm Lynn, the creator of
Dearly loved.
A Place for Faith, Family Fun, and a Whole Lot of Disney. Thanks for joining me today on Dearly Diary, where I am with my niece Morgan, who recently completed a school project on Walt Disney, and I thought it would be fun to interview her about his work. So, Morgan, can you let everybody know how old you are?
I'm 9 years old, and then I'm going to be turning 10 in October.
So that's next month. And Morgan, can you tell us how you came to choose Walt Disney for your school project?
Around his work, everyone just feels like the joy and the happiness, and by his work, I mean like his movies, his cartoons, and like Disneyland and Disney
The
World.
parks, yes. He did a lot of different things in his lifetime. When you were doing your research, what was something interesting you discovered about Walt Disney?
When he was younger, you know how Mickey Mouse is like the star of Disney? When he was younger, he like my age, he was going to school when it was snowing, and then he saw a white mouse. So he put it in his pocket. Then he went to school, and then the mouse peeked out of his pocket. So the teacher told him to send it outside, and he wasn't very happy.
So maybe that was like a precursor, like an inspiration for Mickey years later.
I think so.
Anything else that you thought was interesting when you were researching Walt Disney?
Later, when he got older, he was during World War II. He was making a cartoon for World War II and to support our troops. But then the military had to take over his
The studios?
his studios and stuff for a hiding spot.
I knew about the propaganda films, but I didn't know about the hiding spot. And anything else you want to share with us about your research?
Well, when he was making up Mickey Mouse and all of that stuff, he originally wanted it to be Mortimer Mouse and not Mickey Mouse. So his wife Lillian didn't really like the name, and then she thought of Mickey, which we all know today.
I kind of think I like Mickey a little bit better. Too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were also, before we started this recording, you were telling me about something kind of different. I didn't know about Mickey Mouse. I didn't realize about Mickey Mouse and his cartoons over the years. You want to tell us about that?
When in his early cartoons, how Mickey is a nice, friendly person today, he used to be that mischievous character that would like to play tricks on other characters a lot.
So he's kind of a little bit more edgy when he was first cast as a character in the cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we had the opportunity, Morgan and I did, well, and like 17 other people, to go to Walt Disney World this year. And Morgan, so that was your first time at Walt Disney World. But you've grown up going to Disneyland because we live in Arizona, and so Disneyland's close to us. So, Morgan, what did you think about Walt Disney World compared to Disneyland?
In the Magic Kingdom, it was a lot like Disneyland.
Yeah, so it kind of felt familiar, a little more familiar.
But there were several different rides there,
Oh, yeah,
too.
There's lots of different rides. What was one of your favorite rides at the Magic Kingdom?
People Mover.
I love the People Mover.
They used to have it at Disneyland, but they don't have it there anymore.
They should bring it back. They really should. It's one of my favorite rides, too. Probably for a different reason than for you. You know why I like it so much?
Why?
Because you get to sit for a long time, and it hardly ever has a line. It's a wonderful, wonderful ride. What was one thing you really liked about the People Mover, though? You were telling me it was really interesting.
Because you're going like 15 miles an hour without a seatbelt.
Well, no, remember you said when you got in that one tunnel? I thought that was really cool.
Oh, yeah. One time, it's supposed to be dark when you head up to Space Mountain.
Like pitch black. You can't even see your hand in front of your face.
But then the lights were on, and they shouldn't have been, and we got to see the inside of Space Mountain with the lights on. So not the
lights on in the tunnel, the lights were on in Space Mountain.
Yeah.
So it looks a little different, doesn't it?
It looks a lot different.
Would you want to ride it? Would you want to ride Space Mountain with the lights on?
No.
No, I know, because it looks a little too scary, like you're too close to some of those beams. You know it's safe because it's Disney, but still. I think I like it better in the dark.
And it still wouldn't be as fun because you can see how fast you're going.
True. That's true.
You're not going that fast.
You're not going
really.
very fast, but
it's just like the
like
motion.
you go faster in your car on the freeway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the motion. Yeah, that's true. Morgan, thank you so much for joining me today. This was great, and maybe you can come back some other time coming up and tell me more about all that you love about Disney, because like as I said, I kind of like it too. I'm kind of into it too. Thanks so much for joining me, Morgan, and I will see you really soon. Bye-bye for now. Thanks.